The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. Back Monday at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Stone Temple Pilot. It is a tune, actually. Stone Temple Pilots are on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon.
Just quickly, fellas, I'd like to bring up something that really almost derailed the show last week. It was, of course, the outcome of the Friday robber. So if you didn't hear it, I recommend you go back and listen to the Highlights of the Big Show podcast, available wherever you get your potties from. But basically, the theme was rain. So I chose Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones. Mogi chose Purple Rain by Prince. And then Hoity J chose Purple Rain by Prince. Mogi ended up getting the most votes.
We went to the phones and people were just dying to vote for me. Just bang, bang, Mogi, done.
Yeah.
So what happened is now Mogi is on 5 points. I'm on 4. Jase is on 2 with 2 asterisks. Jase, you massively... You kicked up a bit of a stink about this whole situation, didn't you? I just want to know how you're feeling now.
You were fuming.
Well, it was actually really interesting because my wife was listening to it on the way home.
Yeah.
And she was so furious that she had to pull over Mogi.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to say this. My wife's met Pugs, and she thought he was a lovely bloke and had the most lovely complexition, she said.
Oh.
Lovely skin. And I pass it on to Mogi.
To Pugs.
He was telling me about it, which I thought was weird.
But anyway, long story short, I mean, I wasn't bothered either way, but when I got home, she was in a hurrah of a mood with Pugsan. And, you know, it was funny because I was thinking that I'd take you and all the fellas out and their partners for dinner.
Oh, really? That's not like you, because you're tight.
As a bit of a treat. And I'd mentioned that to my wife, and I said, are you still keen on, we'll do a Big Show partners and stuff, and we'll take everyone out. And my wife said, oh, yeah. And she said, is Pugsan coming?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, well, probably. And I'm not joking, fellas. She smashed a dinner plate against the wall.
Wow.
Yeah. But she wants to see him there, right? So she can have it out with him in person.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I feel really uncomfortable with her and Pugsan being in the same room because I'm not joking, man. She'll deduce him.
But
she'll smack him.
Just for the audience, why is she angry at him?
Because she felt that Pugsan was playing favourites. And she said, I tell you what happened. You know what I think happened there? The old Minogue Wormere got in there and he just weaseled his way in. And he convinced Pugsan to go against the rules.
But
right.
different.
So your wife genuinely thinks that's the situation.
She's furious.
And she thinks that I got involved in there as well, so she's not happy with me either.
Oh, no, she digs you, man.
Oh, sweet. Okay, we're all good.
Fortunately, I had nothing to do with it, really, so she probably still likes me.
Well, no, she's never liked you. But in terms of Pugsan, it was a real letdown for her. And I think because she had an affection for him, that she feels especially disappointed in Pugsan.
Yeah. So you're okay, though, because it's all about the chemistry in
here.
Yeah,
totally, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all good.
Because you were fuming on Friday, weren't you?
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, you were massively dropping lip, actually.
It was all
it actually
good, man.
got quite heated.
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Oh, I don't recall that. No, it's just another throbber, fellas.
Just another loss. Yeah, it was funny because your version and my version of Purple Rain were quite similar.
They were very similar.
I preferred Mogi's one, though, if I'm honest.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Everclear there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is exactly 11 minutes to 5 o'clock. Good stuff,
I went along to the laser clinic today because I had to have another round of lasering on my downstairs. I do it for hair loss, Keyzie. I know how you like to get the razor going on it. And Hoity J, you just run free.
Yeah, I go bush.
Yeah, and so I've gone with the laser operation, which I'm really enjoying, actually. Good times. It's only about three minutes. No biggie.
Is that
Anyway, while I was in there today, I noticed that there was an advertisement on the wall there. They're trying to upsell you. You know, when you go through the drive-through at McDonald's, they say, well, you like fries with that?
Yeah.
This one, they're trying to upsell you on some popular laser hair removal add-ons. Okay? So you can get this lasering done, and it says lip. You can do your lip.
Oh, like your mow.
Your mow there, yeah.
Sure.
$15 for that. I could have tagged that on there. I was like, I don't want that because I've got a mow at the moment. That wouldn't be good. Chin.
Yeah.
$15.
Wonder if you could I could go into a laser clinic and just laser off my entire beard, so I've
Yes.
just got to mow and never have to shave.
Yes,
Wow.
you can. Areola.
You nip, your burnt meat patties.
Your burnt meat
Oh, yeah.
patties, get them
Yeah.
all
Get them lasered.
lasered up. But my burnt meat patties are very sensitive.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah. Snail trail, $15.
Right. The
There's
snail
been a-
trails from the belly button to the
Downstairs,
the
yeah,
pubis.
Yeah. Yes, remember there've been a few photos where I've got my hands up in the air and you can see my massive amount of
Yeah, your creepers.
pubes down there.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
considered that one. But then the one that I really drew my attention was it says behind. Then it has open brackets, anus, closed brackets.
Well, it would have
And
to be.
that's-
It would have to be open brackets to do it. I'm imagining.
That's only $15.
Wow, that's a bargain.
You should think about that, Keyzie.
Don't make this about me, Jase.
I'm not. I'm just saying that's something you should think about.
Why, have you heard something?
It's something to consider.
Right.
I haven't got much. I don't know about you, Jase. I know about you, Keyzie. But I don't have much here on my anus.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure, Remy. But I suspect, because I'm not a particularly hirsute man,
Yeah.
Right.
that my nose is pretty
I don't know.
tickety-boo.
I've heard that yours looks like you'd squatted down and at some stage picked up one of those steel wool things
Oh, yeah.
with your bum and then stood back up again. Apparently that's what yours looks like.
Who told you that?
Oh, your wife called me in tears last night.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
In excess there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening. The time is 6:15 and it's time for...
It's Sleep Chat with Jason Mike.
And me, Keyzie.
It's about time we changed that sting out, eh? It's got a bit tired.
Yeah, I reckon. I don't like how it's voiced.
Fellas, I've got the sleep chat today, if that's all good.
Yeah, man, you
Sure,
lead it.
man.
So I have golf this morning. I had golf this morning. All right.
I have golf this morning.
My mate was showing up at 6:20 a.m.
6:20 in the morning.
6:20 in the morning. He was showing up at my house, and I have this thing where if I'm getting up earlier than I normally do, I can't go to sleep at night because I am thinking about my alarm. I think it's something that a lot of people get. So I struggle to go to sleep. I had a melatonin gummy thing at like 9:30. I was starting to get quite tired. I was, here we go.
Oh, can you bring me in some of those?
Yeah, have you got any more of those,
And
Keyzie?
can you take photos of the
I'll
container?
take photos of the container.
Are they the ones with like gunja in them?
Yeah.
Melatonin.
Oh, right, okay.
But like 10 o'clock, I was basically asleep, which was
basically
excellent.
asleep. What do you mean by that?
Pretty much asleep.
But not quite.
Yeah.
yeah, on the fringes.
So
there.
10:02, fully asleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah. So those are the sort of the stages I would go through. 3 a.m., I get woken up by my wife.
My wife.
Come on, man.
My wife.
So she wakes me up because she goes to the toilet, comes back, stomp, 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 bang, door, bang, door. Oh, are you awake, are you?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, of course I'm awake. You're very loud.
Oh.
She's like, oh, well, while you're awake, can I just run something past you? I'm like, what's that? She's like, hey, you know how I've got like work drinkies tonight? Yeah.
Drinkies.
Work drinks tonight. She calls them
drinks.
drinkies. Yeah. I'm just worried I'm going to be hungover the next
Cute how
day.
she does that.
I just worry that I'm going to be hungover the next day, and I've got a job interview in the afternoon.
Right.
You know, do you think that's bad if I'm hungover for a job interview? And I'm like, babe, it's your leaving drinks. Don't worry about it. And if it is, you got half an hour where you have to be on your game. I think you can muster that. I think you'll be fine. She's like, okay, cool. That's what I thought too. Okay, good night. Straight to sleep.
She snore.
Nah, it was for comic effect.
Oh.
It worked, eh? So anyway, I'm awake from that point on until right now.
Oh.
So I haven't been to sleep all day since then. And it's just like, why are you waking me up, giving me the thing you were thinking about? You go straight back to sleep and then I'm left hanging. You know, what's that about?
What are you thinking about all your mates out at work drinks?
Nah, just as soon as she mentioned it, I just started thinking of like stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Work stuff.
Well, I think, and this is the thing with marriage, it's all, wheels and roundabouts or whatever the phrase is. And, she has to put up with your midnight steamers. And, she's
Is it possible to talk about my sleep on the show without Midnight Steamers coming in?
I'm trying to put it in context, Keyzie, is that in a relationship, a long-term relationship, you have to, you have your ebbs and flows. You do a steamer, she has the stench of that for 3 hours, you go back to sleep.
Can I also just say, I haven't done a Midnight Steamer in like a year, all right? And it was also one time or 2 times. And they were very special circumstances. Yeah. So what are you saying at the back of this?
Well, can I also point out too?
Oh, do you have to?
No, but wait, to be fair, Keyzie.
Can I just, before you go on, I just hope this is a burnt meat patty reference?
In my head, it's my wife in tears.
No, I'll tell you what it is. Keyzie comes home steamed. He lies.
I didn't have that on the bingo card.
He lies flat on his back, and what does his wife have to endure?
Snoring.
Yeah. So I don't think you're in any position whatsoever,
right,
to have a go at your lovely wife.
All right, I guess I'll just have a go at myself.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed. Tom Petty there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. You've just tuned in time for Hat Chat.
Yeah, so Jase finally washed his filthy hat. We've been asking him to do it for weeks and weeks. He's finally done it. If you want to see a comparison photo, go to the Hodaki Big Show's Instagram or the Radio Hodaki Facebook page. A lot of comments, already.
Really? Yes.
What did he wash it with? Dirt?
That's a good question.
From Braden here. It's a trick, right? That's the same photo. Looks exactly the same. Hoodie J. I can smell it from here. That's from Ollie. What a bloody disaster from Benjamin. Is there a hat in this picture? It's from Phil on the old Facey.
One of the things that, and I don't like to have a little go at Pugs, but...
Oh, Pugsan's here, by the way.
Hey. He's in the studio with us. I just want to say, Mogi, that the particular photos in question really do highlight my massive snores.
Yeah. Well, there's not much you can do about that.
But the angle is very unflattering.
I think the only way to solve that would have been to just set the hat on a table.
Yeah, well, would have been my preference.
And even then, there would have been a shadow over it.
So basically what everyone's saying is it's pointless that I wash my hat.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, I was actually a little bit hurt, I guess would be the best word I could use, being the hat wearer in the show.
That's your thing, isn't it?
And Pugson, of course, we're like kindred spirits because we're both hat wearers. And then I found out that Pugson gave Keyzie, of all people, a cap. Very cool cap, too, and not Hoodie J. Incidentally, that one's filthy.
Right.
But I was offended that he didn't get me one.
Yeah, look, you and I have had plenty... You and I have had plenty of discussions since then, Jase, in private, so we don't have to get into those now. But, look, I've come around, and I've heard your cry for help.
Cry for attention.
Cry for a cap.
Sure.
And I've brought in a cap that I thought would best suit you out of my collection. Now, the reason Keyzie got that one is because I have a lot of caps, right? That one I don't really wear. Keyzie noted it, and I was like, you know what, man? You have this. You've been helping me out lately.
That was really nice, yeah.
You've been helping me with a lot of stuff.
What does it say on it there, Keyzie?
Something about music.
Music City, Nashville.
Yeah, and the reason I liked it is because I'd been looking... I used to wear one like this when I was a kid, and I didn't know what you searched to find one online. I could never see one. Been to a few op shops.
Hats.
Can't find one. So I saw he had one. I was that's
Loser
excellent.
dress-up hats. Just kidding.
Yeah.
So anyway, Jase, I picked you a hat from my hat collection that I thought, and let me run it through before and describe it for the people. So it's corduroy for starters. Doesn't that scream Hoity J?
Yes.
And it's got Latin on the front of it.
Oh.
I wish it said fait accompli, but they didn't have that.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it said, you can read that for me in your Latin way.
Deus ex machina.
Deus.
Ex machina.
Oh, ex machina. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So there you go. You've
So
got a
that's
hat.
for you, Jase.
Oh, thanks, Pugs.
All right,
That's
so
all right.
have we cleared it up? Pugs got me a hat. Now Jase has got a hat. Are we sweet now? Can we move on?
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
What do we think, fellas?
You
What
look
do we think?
scuffed ass, man.
Yeah. Are we done here?
You know
I guess
what?
my only question is, where's my hat?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Like, everybody's got a hat. What about old Mogi?
Well, and especially cool hat Mogi.
Yeah.
Where's your hat?
My hats aren't cool enough for you, cool hat
Come on,
Moogie.
Pug son.
God, can we just drop the hat chat
I'm
now?
running out of hats now.
Look at you three hat-wearing losers.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. Back Monday at 4 on Radio Hodaki.